Aloha, good afternoon, everybody, from the heart of the valley here in Orem, Utah. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University and Game 2 of the 6A Championship Series between the Corner Canyon Chargers and the Lehi Pioneers. Joining you live for the broadcast booth here at UCCU Ballpark, Alexander Tumip alongside Ty Wilkinson here. Alrighty, Ty, this is it. Corner Canyon took their first, has lost now their 2 of the last 3 games. Their backs are against the wall today after getting run ruled against Lehi. You know Jeff, yours team is going to come out swinging here to start this game.
And very well, that will be the case, Alex, because especially if you're Corner Canyon, a team that has at least 2 10-run games in the tournament, you know this offense is due for an explosion. We obviously didn't see it yesterday. You can only wonder and kind of think to yourself that maybe today is the day that Corner Canyon starts to wake up on the offensive perspective, try to get those runs on the board that they were unable to attain last night.
And TJ Peterson on the mound today for Lehi, which makes it all the more interesting because as we saw, Lehi had their number 1 going yesterday, Corner Canyon had their number 1 go yesterday, but Lehi just unleashed a barrage in that 3rd inning, 8 runs on 7 base hits, all capped off by that 2-run home run by Dawson Brown.
Right, it was an impressive showing, I would say, by Lehi's offense, especially in a championship round where you have a lot to prove if you're Lehi. Once again, we keep mentioning first year in 6A coming off of originally in 5A, but you want to have that statement and say, hey, we're going to be around for a while. We've already been to a couple of championships. We beat Corner Canyon in basketball already, so it's like, well, since we're going to be here, why not put on a show? And, Lehi definitely did show out. And
Ty, that's what I want to get to next with you. Talking about the keys to this game, it's not really a Heidemann Associates keys to the game, but it's more like a talking points, I guess, what to watch for today is I'm interested to see how Corner Canyon comes out offensively because again, they're the lower seeds, so they get the top innings in every game so far, except of course if we get to a game 3, then it'll be a coin flip. But it'd be very interesting to see how Corner Canyon comes out and how aggressive they are against TJ Peterson, who's the number 2 for Lehi, not the number 1 that they were facing last night, Braden Hansen.
Well, we've seen it happen before. As I mentioned, this is a team that's known for their scoring efforts in that Corner Canyon offense. And the biggest thing and the biggest note that I have for them today is they need to wait to get high into the count. As I mentioned, waiting for your pitches, waiting for something good is the key to the game, especially when you're facing the number 2 for Lehi. Once you wait for your pitches, you find something good, you'll filter through a couple, and that's okay. You need to have really good eyes, and if you're Corner Canyon, you need to also be really smart on the base path. As you know, you got Mays Madsen over there at shortstop, and if he works with his number 2 pitcher, they can be a very, very dangerous duo.
And talking about that now for Lehi, for Mays Madsen and co today, for head coach Eric Madsen to win they're 7 innings away from winning a championship here, maybe less on his field where he used to play. He told the Deseret News the other day, he was talking with them, and he said that we haven't won anything yet and that we need to stay focused. What do the Pioneers need to do in order to take care of business here today?
You got to stay content. You got to put some runs on the board like you did yesterday, and you got to, I guess, keep yourself locked in. You have to stay contained, get the bats going early, because Lehi, as we know, they are a comeback team, as we've seen in the previous games against, once again, Riverton and American Fork, where they come back really late. But I think the key against Corner Canyon is you got to go ahead at least a little bit early, because Corner Canyon is known for going ahead in the early going, as we've seen in their previous outgoing. So if you're Lehi, you want to keep the foot on the gas, you want to keep going. In the offensive perspective, you really just have to get those bats going.
Will there be a Game 3, or will the Lehi Pioneers claim a 6A championship and cap off a historic first year in the top division of high school sports? We are ready to go. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll have first pitch. This is it, folks. The Corner Canyon Chargers and the Lehi Pioneers ready to decide it in the 6A Championship Series. Game 2 begins when we return. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University for the 6A Baseball Championship Series on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates and by Igloo Outfitters. We hope you're ready. We hope you're cozy, folks, because it is the best words in baseball. Winner take all. Corner Canyon and Lehi, a decisive Game 3 to decide the 6A champions for 2024. With my broadcast partner, Ty Wilkinson, Alexander Timolip, joining you here from the broadcast booth at Utah Valley University. Ty, just as I close the broadcast with, last time out, Joe Buck said it best. There's the regular season, there's the postseason, and then there's Game 7. We have a de facto Game 7 on our hands here tonight.
It definitely is. It's honestly win big or go home. There is no in-between. There is no if, ands, or buts. If this has to go extra innings, there will be a crowned champion. But unfortunately, that also means that there's going to have to be a second-place runner-up.
And Ty, just think about it for a second. The Corner Canyon Chargers had to play a Game 3. They're already 1-0 in Game 3s this season. They played a Game 3 against Skyridge. They had to play an extra game, a double chance game against Mountain Ridge just to get here to the championship series. And here they are in a winner-take-all game for a state title. You have to feel right now momentum is really on their side. Momentum
is on their side. I'd also give the advantage that they have the experience in the games that they have played. We talk about being a battle-tested team. These Corner Canyon Chargers, the last seed that was going into the first, what would you call that, the first round?
Yes, yeah, the opening round, yes.
The opening round, they were the 10 seed, the least likely to be picked. But then there's also Lehi over there that just got their 10-game win streak snapped, and they have pretty much won every game this tournament except for that one that was just lost about 30 minutes ago. So you can put a battle-tested and, experienced Corner Canyon team who has been in the situation in the playoffs already against a team that has been so dominant that they haven't even had to be in said position yet.
So, Ty, let's get into that matchup then. Let's get into this Game 3 matchup because, as you told me coming off the air, the question for Corner Canyon was who were they going to start pitching-wise? Because we know Lehi's deep in the bullpen, they're deep in starters. Corner Canyon's going to put Ryder Florence, the guy who literally just closed the game for Corner Canyon, right back out there to start this de facto Game 7.
Well, yeah, this is Game 3. Tensions are at its rise, and you just got to wonder what's going through Ryder Florence's head. He already got through that last inning, and he picked up the scraps that Andrew Nice left on the base path. Unfortunately for him, they got away, and they survived to come to now this moment, a Game 3. And it will be decided a champion here tonight.
So, Ty, let's talk about Lehi, too, for a second, because, like as we said, they have not lost a game this entire 6A tournament prior to Game 2. This was their first loss they've had in 11 games. What do you think the message is from Eric Madsen right now to tell his team, okay, we dropped that one, we knew we were going to get their best shot, now it's about coming out and responding this game? What do you think the message is? Probably specifically towards his star players.
Well, you got to humble yourself, in my opinion, because coming off of that win streak, that enormous win streak that Lehi had, you really just have to hone in and just have to think, well, we've gotten to the point that we're at. Don't get down on yourself. Again, keep the foot on the gas as long as you guys can go. And I think what you kind of have to tell your players, at least if you're Eric Madsen, at least I don't know exactly what he's going to say word for word. That's a very veteran head coach. But if I were in Eric Madsen's position, I'd say, guys, just remember what's been happening all season. Remember what we play for. Remember who you are. And play your best. That's all. That's at least all I can say in my perspective, because what a historic season nonetheless, though, for the Lehi Pioneers.
Ty, this is it. This is it. The best 3 words in baseball, winner take all. And you have to say, Ty, it just feels like a Game 7. This is just, I mean, what a way to end this tournament, Ty. And as we end our intro here, Ty, we always think about Dusty Litster. Dusty, we love you, man. We miss you. And Ty, just imagine what it would have been like to have Dusty here in this position right now.
Yeah, we thank him for the reason we're here. I mean, what else do you have to say? Thank you so much, Dusty. We hope you're going to be feeling better soon. But, I'm grateful for the position that I'm in.
Dusty, I share the same. We hope we make you proud tonight in this, the biggest game of the season. It is Corner Canyon. It is Lehi. It is winner take all for a 6A state championship. The lineups, first pitch. The de facto Game 7 starts next. Welcome back, everyone, to UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University in the heart of the valley in Orem, Utah. It is Game 3, winner take all for a state championship. The Corner Canyon Chargers and the Lehi Pioneers. Want to share an interesting stat with you, shared by Josh Dodge over here just a few seconds ago. Corner Canyon is 3-0 in elimination games this season. The Lehi Pioneers have not faced elimination all postseason long.
I got chills.
The first elimination game faced by Lehi this entire playoffs, and it comes in a Game 3, a de facto Game 7 in the 6A state championship. Time to meet the players who Jeff Yor and Eric Madsen have put out to get the job done tonight on the diamond in this winner-take-all game. It's presented by Heidemann and Associates, the full-service law firm that is committed to winning it all for you, the clients. The Corner Canyon Chargers, same starting lineup as Game 2. Ryder Florence will be starting on the mound. Drew Walcott, yes, moves from 8th to 9th in the order, and Lincoln Yor comes in at shortstop. Rylan Dunn moves from first base to designated hitter. Andrew Nice, who got the win of his life in game number 2, will bat 5th, and he will go back to his regular position at first base. And Ty, they will all go up against Cohen Walker, the number 3 guy here for Lehi. Ty, how important is it for Corner Canyon to at least get traffic, if not at least a couple of hits, against Cohen Walker early like they did against TJ Peterson in game 2?
It's the name of the game right now for Corner Canyon's offense. They are known. It's like their signature moments going in the first and second innings, at least from an offensive perspective. And they have done it so well this tournament. And it'd be so big for Corner Canyon to go up early in Game 3.
And off we go. First pitch on the way from Cohen Walker was a ball, and this one is lined into right for a base hit. And the Corner Canyon Chargers pick up right where they left off at Game 2, Ty. You're right on the money. And here comes the pitcher starter tonight for Game 3, Ryder Florence. First pitch is hit to short, second, 4, 6, 3, double play! Williams to Madsen to Heaps, 2 gone. How about that start? This one is hit to short. Madsen bobbles it. It'll go into left field. Trying to pick it up on the backhand. Ty Wilkinson, what a start to Game 3.
What a start and what an answer by the Lehi Pioneers. My goodness. I mean, you want to talk about a Game 3 mentality. How about that from the Pioneer defense?
The second double play they have turned in this tournament. And Nathan Horstman smartly will take a pitch here just to give his team a little bit of a breath here. You can feel the energy, the electricity, the excitement in the air. It clearly is extending all the way up to our broadcast booth, as this one is golf foul down the right field line. One base hit, 1 error in the top of the first inning here in Game 3 for Corner Canyon. In this winner-take-all championship game. 0-2. Foul. Look out. Andrew Nice, who got the Game 2 win, stands on deck here for the Corner Canyon Chargers in the order. They're batting 5th behind the cleanup man, Andrew Nice. Oh-2 pitch. Fouled again. So a couple of 2-strike foul offs, 3 in fact in a row. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The 5th pitch of the AB coming up here for Colin Walker.
Well, it's worth mentioning who's at the plate right now, Alex. The guy who had 3 RBIs. He had that slack fly in the first, and then a single which allowed 2 runs in the second to give that win and to put us where we are today.
Good waist pitch there on the inner half there and high, ball 1. I should correct myself. I said the cleanup man is at the plate right now. Nathan Horstman, excuse me. Andrew Nice is currently on deck. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Batson has it. Throw over to first. Inning over. So the Lehi Pioneers work around a couple of base hits in the first inning, and we now head to the bottom half of inning number 1. We hope you're settled in, folks. We're going to be here a while. Game 3 underway in the heart of the valley. Well, we hope everyone has a supply of Igloo Outfitters, a comfortable wearable sleeping bag that has you covered for all times of the year on hand tonight. We're going to be here a while, folks. Time to see who Eric Madsen's put together as his winning team tonight on the diamond, presented by Heidemann and Associates. No changes in the lineup. Williams, Madsen, Draculich, the top third, Ybarra, Manukin, Williams, the mid-third, bottom third, Brown, Heaps, Yates, and they will all go up against Ryder Florence, who picked up the save in game number 2. Andrew Nice got the win, going 6 1/3 strong innings. Ryder Florence got the 2-out save. And Ty Wilkinson, you could just feel the electricity in the air right now for this game 3.
I definitely do. This is playoff baseball at its best, Alex. Both teams punch for punch. Lehi went up early in that first game by mercy rule, an 11-1 win, and an outstanding showing by the offense. But Andrew Nice and his outstanding pitching, only allowing 3 hits against this difficult lineup of the Lehi Pioneers to put us where we are right now in a Game 3 situation.
This, by the way, I should point out, is the first time Corner Canyon has not scored in the first inning all tournament long. First pitch on the way to Ozzie Williams from Ryder Florence is hit back to the screen, foul. Hayes Madsen, who was 3 for 4, now 7 for 15 in this tournament, stands on deck. Or 9 for 16 now in this tournament, stands on deck as Ozzie Williams takes ball 1. Our umpires tonight, the crew chief Jason Estridge is behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Matt Barker covering the first base bag and up to second base to the right field line. Tracy Polson is covering third base and from the left field line up to second base. This 1-1 pitch misses away. 2 balls and a strike.
These Lehi batters, they know their fair share of approaches, and they're going to try to work Ryder Florence to the brink, at least in his pitch count.
Strike 2 on the inner half. Game time temperature 57 degrees. Wind is 4 miles per hour out of the northwest, but the flag ain't moving right now in right center field. 2-2 pitch. Foul.
I think that's the biggest note, Alex, is what these Lehi hitters have to do. They need to work deep counts for Ryder Florence.
2-2 pitch. This one had to be snatched out a couple of inches, so he didn't get the call there. 3 balls and 2 strikes now the count. On the leadoff man, Ozzie Williams trying to get aboard. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And here comes the man. Mays Matson, 9 for 16 in this tournament, 3 for 4 last game. Was placed on board as the potential tying run, but it was an induced ground out by Florence to end it. As Matson swings and fouls this one off for strike one. Good step off there from Ryder Florence. Quick step off, too. Trying to throw off the runner at first, Ozzie Williams. A one pitch. There goes Williams. Throw down a second. Stolen base. And a runner in scoring position early here in Game 3 for the Pioneers. Wouldn't it be poetic if Mays Matson hits a home run right here? Just saying.
Well, those are the words out of your mouth.
Better late than never. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball in the air to left center. This is dropping fast. Who's going to get this one? Good catch. Long run over there for the left fielder, Walcott. And there is one gone. And up comes Boston Draculich now, the left fielder. He'll be followed in the on-deck circle by Cole Ybarra, the designated hitter. Ybarra, of course, who had the 2-run single that effectively won the game for Lehi against Riverton on Wednesday in the semifinals. As Draculich focuses on just trying to bring home the runner from second and give the Pioneers an early lead here in Game 3. First pitch is at the knees for a strike.
That is a great pitch to throw, too. When you throw it inside on the righties, makes it a really difficult situation for them because they're practically going to try to get a strike right at the knuckles.
0-1 pitch. Runner goes to third. Throw down to third. Not in time. Another stolen base. It was a good throw, but the tag was late from the catcher, Cannon Cotterall. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the air to left. Downing is under it. They're going to tag and send the runner. Here comes the throw. It is cut off. It is 1-0 Lehi. So up steps Cole Ybarra, the designated hitter now, and Ty, you have to say, that right in and of itself is going to be huge for Lehi.
It's got to be. I mean, 1 run on no hits, stole 2 bases, and you wonder if that's going to be the key to success for the Lehi Pioneers. They have stolen a lot of bases in these past 2 games.
A 1 pitch is served in the air to left. That's another base hit. Ybarra will make the aggressive turn at first. Throw comes back in. It's a 2-out single for the designated hitter Cole Ybarra, and here comes Nuke. You have to say, though, Ty, no matter what the outcome of this first inning is, Lehi off to a much better start than in Game 2.
A great start.
First pitch on the way. Grounder, foul. Just missed the line. 1 run on 1 base hit. There was a leadoff walk by Ozzie Williams. He subsequently stole second and third on the play, and then was brought home on the RBI sacrifice fly by Boston Draculich. And now there's a runner on first following the 2-out single by Cole Ybarra. Check throw. That is a close play, but they say the runner got back in. There's a couple of rain cells we're watching right now as Lawrence tried to step off and throw quickly to first, but almost drew his first baseman off the bag. Rain cells we're watching right now northwest of here, coming down the I-15 right now from Tuella. We've already had 3 rain delays today, so we're watching that very closely right now, and those two look really nasty on the radar. As that 0-1 pitch goes down in the dirt, throw down to second, and that is, oh, they're going to get him off the bag! Ybarra slid off the bag and couldn't get back on. Oh, unfortunate break there for Lehi. Doesn't matter anyway. They do scratch across the first run of this ball game. Chargers scoreless in the first for the first time all postseason. Now they're playing from behind for the first time in the first inning this postseason. They trail 1-0 as we go to the top of inning number 2 in this winner-take-all game. Well, what a start we've had in Game 3 here of this championship series. Alexander Timov alongside Ty Wilkinson, ready for inning number 2 of this winner-take-all game. By the way, Ty, I want to shout out Wells Robertson really quick, Corner Canyon basketball guard. He said over under 25.5 times I would say winner take all on the broadcast. I think I've already hit 6 or 7 times of that.
Oh, really? Did he take the over?
I hope everybody else took the over because we're going to be mentioning that a lot tonight. And speaking of that winner-take-all mentality, Ty, you could see it early on from both of these teams, the aggressiveness on both sides.
I was going to say, I mean, Corner Canyon, I told them their key to success was to wait to get deep counts on the Lehi pitching staff. But in the first inning, I mean, as we saw, they're just coming out swinging on full cylinders because they're liking all of these pitches that they've been dealt.
There's a marked difference from the Game 2 that we saw a little earlier on as Andrew Nice fouls this one off to the left. Look out! That one came up into the left field outcropping and almost took somebody's head off over there. 0-2 pitch on the way. Pop up. That's going onto the roof, I think. And loud, too. So that's cue for Any Hour Services random roof ringer of the night. That's probably the loudest bang we've heard on the roof all week, as that 0-2 pitch is a good waster down low in the dirt. Colin Walker, 1-2. High fly ball to right. Deep. Far. Goodbye. What a response. Andrew Nice. Absolute naughtiness on display. There's winning Game 2 and now the solo home run to tie the ball game, and that one was crushed. 0-1 pitch. Swing and this is done. Thought he was getting fastball, ended up getting changeup, and it's 0-2.
Have yourself a day, Andrew Nice, allowing only 3 hits to this Lehi team, which was followed by a home run, and it could not have been a better game-tying moment.
And a really good comeback there from Colin Walker to get the strikeout on just 3 pitches of Ryland Dunn, as the right fielder Jack Munson now steps up to the plate with 1 gone. First pitch to Munson is in the dirt. That's Andrew Nice's 4th home run of the season. As this one pops out of the glove. Peeled down to third. Clearly didn't go. Didn't think he did anyway. Fourth home run we've seen here in the 6-8 tournament, as this is down low in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Tied at 1. RBI sac fly by Boston Draculich, and then a monster solo home run to right field by Andrew Nice. 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way, strike 1. (3-1). Foul back, 4-2. What a start we've had to this Game 3. The electricity and the fireworks going off left and right. It is everything you'd want in a Game 3 and then some. A de facto Game 7. 3-2 pitch. Aloha! Back-to-back strikeouts for Colin Walker. There's 2 gone. How about that comeback after the home run, Ty? You give up the solo homer, and then you go back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, you can tell he's locked in. He's got that playoff mentality in his mind. He said, I know there's no one on base, so I'm just going to work on these batters.
Lincoln Yours serves the first pitch into right. Dawson Brown has it, and that retires the side. The Chargers get a solo home run from Andrew Nice to tie the game, and the fireworks continue. We hope you're cozy, folks. 1-1. We head to the bottom of inning number 2. Off of the 5th career home run for Andrew Nice, and his 2nd one of the season. We look out towards the Wasatch front. Beautiful shot right there from Vince Francis, our camera guy, as we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Alexander Tulip alongside Ty Wilkinson. Ty, well, let's put it this way. We've had a 4-6-3 double play. We've had an RBI sac fly. We've had a monster solo home run by Andrew Nice. And we've all had it in 1.5 innings. I mean, you talk about just the passion and the energy these two teams are playing with right now. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see in championship level baseball.
And you know what, Alex? This is a huge sign, at least for both teams, because you remember they're putting the past behind themselves. Game 1 and 2, they're behind. They say it's primetime baseball. And you know, when the game is on their line, they're on their prime.
Manukin, Williams, and Dawson Brown to lead off here in the bottom half of inning number 2 for the Lehi Pioneers, who held the Corner Canyon Chargers off the scoreboard at the top of the first for the first time this entire 6A tournament. As Manukin serves this one into right, going back towards the gap. And coming over to make the catch is right fielder Jack Munson. 1 pitch, 1 out. So up to the plate steps Cooper Williams, now the 3rd baseman. First pitch on the way is a high off speeder around the nose, ball 1. Next pitch, foul. One the count. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off the top of the barrel and back to the backstop again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count on the 3rd baseman, Cooper Williams.
Well, Cooper kind of struggled, at least earlier today, facing against Andrew Nice.
1-2 pitch. This one is served to the center field. That's a base hit. 2nd hit of the ball game for the Lehi Pioneers, and a 1-out base runner here for Lehi, as that'll bring up the right fielder Dawson Brown to the plate.
Well, he must have heard me. First hit in this past 2 games.
Brown now steps up to the plate. That's down low, ball 1. And Ty, you just brought it up earlier. I think it's the story of the game for a lot of the Lehi Pioneers. I think they're just wanting to get back on offense so they can finally figure a rhythm out, because I think that's the case for everybody in this lineup.
I completely agree. It just comes down to a situation where You just have to put the past behind you. I mean, once again, this is win big or go home scenario for either side. And if you're in a batting perspective, you just kind of, once again, have to work on your pitcher that you're dealt and not worry about the past.
And Ty, I think that's so difficult to do, especially in a winner-take-all situation where you know the game and the series and a championship is on the line. I mean, you have to be able to put that out of your mind. And that in and of itself, I think, as a mentality standpoint, is still very difficult to do, at least if you're from a player's perspective.
Well, think about it, too. In a championship scenario where there will be no other game after this following the situation, you just have to put everything behind you and just focus on the game of baseball that you're playing right now. It doesn't matter what your batting average is. Doesn't matter how many home runs you have. All that matters right now is the metrics that you're going to put up this game and the mentality that you have to have going into a Game 3.
2-1 the count on Dawson Brown as he hacks this one foul to the backstop. Runner was going out for second. Trying to get the hit and run count going here is Eric Madsen here early on in this game. 2-1 pitch. That one is fouled right back to the screen. Remember, ball hit the roof last inning, so Ty will be having his Any Hour Services random roof ringer coming up after this AB. Presented by Any Hour Services. Like to thank them for their sponsorship of our coverage of high school sports all school year long. Along with our other sponsors, thank you for your support all season long. It has been a pleasure to have you on board again. 2-2 pitch, and looks like time was called there by the hitter, Dawson Brown. Two pitch, check throw, back in quickly once again is Williams. Two pitch. That one is low in the dirt for ball 3, so the count goes to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on the 7th man of the order, right fielder Dawson Brown, who himself has had an amazing postseason defensively, but also had a big burst offensively with that 2-run home run last night in the bottom of inning number 3. Full count offering, and this is fouled again, so make this the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here.
Well, Dawson Brown, Alex, as we know, he's a guy who loves working deep in the can. We saw him do it against American Fork as he went 2 for 3 with a single and a triple. And his bat's pretty much been on fire ever since that game.
3-2 pitch on the way. And the runner goes on ball 4. So runners on first and second now with still 1 out. And we're going to have a quick staff meeting here at the mound. Ty, how important do you think this mound visit is right now here for pitcher Ryder Florence? Because this is a Game 3 situation, winner take all. The nerves are going up. How do you think he has to handle this situation right now?
Well, I don't think this is just a mound visit right now for Ryder Florence. I think this is a mound visit for the entire infield because runners on first and second, only 1 out. They have to know where the play is and be attentive as well as on their toes to getting set outs, because the double play ball is most definitely in contention, whether that be third to second, second to third. It can go either way, but every plate except for home is in contention right now to try to get out of this inning if you're Ryder Florence.
And he misses with that pitch, ball 1. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 2 as the Pioneers threatening to take the lead again. It has been a back-and-forth battle here in the first 1.5 innings. Quick throw back to second, and in is the runner. I want to give a shout-out to Jordan head coach Chad Fife, who's watching this game from his home right now. He said thunder and lightning, and it's pouring at his house in Draper right now. That's not a good sign.
Well, the biggest question is it coming our way?
It is.
Oh, boy.
He did confirm that it is coming our way, and that's what I was worried about looking at the radar. So hopefully we can get a substantial chunk of this game in before that hits, because I have a feeling once that comes in, we're not going to be playing for at least an hour, maybe up to 2 hours. 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, something to keep note of is the amount of steals that Lehi has had and putting runners not only just in scoring position from first to second, but also from second to third. Eric Madsen is definitely taking his chances with the stolen bases.
The 2-2 pitch coming on the way. Look back at second, and Lawrence tried to step off and throw back, but the second baseman, Cash Conker, wasn't on the same page with him.
Well, right on cue, huh?
Very fortunate. Very fortunate he didn't turn around and throw that ball, because that would have been big-time trouble. 2-2 pitch. Runner does go to third. Throw is dropped. Another stolen base. Ty, you're a genius.
Yep, I saw it coming.
That's already the 3rd stolen base tonight for Lehi.
You talk about an aggressive style of play that Eric Madsen has for those base runners.
Full count offering coming. Runner goes to second as this one is golfed way high up into the air. That's way out of the UCCU ballpark. And some deep counts here early on for Ryder Florence here in this game. So I talked about it ad nauseum. Working on it would be the key in this game. And time once again called by Heaps. Gavin Yates stands on deck. Ozzie Williams behind him in the hole. And after that will be Mays Madsen. This one is hit in the air well towards deep left field. Back is walk caught at the warning track. It'll die there, and that's going to be more than deep enough to score the run. Second RBI sac fly of the night. And the Lehi Pioneers once again have the lead. All right, Ty, very quickly here. Go ahead with your random roof ringer. What do you got?
All right, Alex, I want you to take a guess as to who has the most World Series appearances as well as the most wins.
The most wins, I know, and I know 27 wins. I know that's the Yankees.
That is correct.
As this one is lined into left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Madsen will put the brakes on Tanner Heaps out at second base, or Dawson Brown at second base, but it's runners at first and second now with 2 out. As up steps to the plate comes Ozzie Williams. Very early in this game, but again, a big insurance run standing out there at second base in the form of Dawson Brown. As the clouds start gathering up overhead, and it's looking really threatening now here at UCCU Ballpark. I mean, at least the sky isn't turning green like it would if it was a severe thunderstorm. It's kind of more of a grayish, pinkish color right now, but I think if it was a blue-green color, we'd be in big trouble. I'm just saying that as a kid who's been through some storms myself back home. Well, Ty, you've been through it too, being a Texan. I mean,
yeah.
You should know, and Wilson has too.
Turns that turquoise color that...
Ugh.
I mean, it's beautiful, but,
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's really terrifying. 1-0 pitch. And that one is down to the dirt. Cotterill, throw to third, and they are going to get him by a mile. So maybe a little too aggressive there from head coach Eric Madsen, but the Pioneers do strike for one in the second inning, and they now have the lead once again. It's 2-1 as we go to the top of inning number 3 in Game 3 of the 6A Championship Series on this overcast day here at UCCU Ballpark. Welcome back. Alex Erickson up alongside our broadcast partner Ty Wilkinson. Game 3, the de facto Game 7, a winner-take-all game between the Lehi Pioneers and the Corner Canyon Chargers. This presentation of Game 3, this winner-take-all matchup in the UHSAA Baseball Championship Series, is presented by Igloo Outfitters, the coziest wearable sleeping bag that has you covered for all seasons of the year. Go to iglooOutfitters.com and use the promo code REWIND to get 20% off your next order from IGLUOutfitters.com. 9-1-2 leading off here in the top half of the third inning for the Corner Canyon Chargers against Cohen Walker, and the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Getting back to the second part of that any-hour service is Random Roof Rager. Who has the most World Series appearances, most wins? I'm going to say the Yankees have the most wins, but I'm going to say the Red Sox have the most appearances in a World Series.
That is true. You got it, Alex.
See? The two best teams in baseball.
And the Red Sox. That is very true.
I mean,
how about that rivalry?
I mean, they wouldn't. I mean, you have to say, though, without Yankees Red Sox, there is no Major League Baseball. I mean, among other rivalries, that is the absolute pinnacle. As this one is grounded to short towards the hole. Madsen going to try to jump throw it Derek Jeter style. A good effort, but Walcott was there in time. And it's an infield single to lead off the third inning here for the Corner Canyon Chargers. So now back to the top of the order, and here comes Garrett Downing at the plate. Andrew Nice has the only run of the ball game for Corner Canyon on his solo home run in the top of the second inning. That's the reason why it's a 2-1 game right now. Both runs for the Pioneers have come on sacrifice flies, as this one is golfed in the air to left and heading towards the Dippin' Dots ice cream truck over there and out towards the kids' playground.
Well, aren't the lights starting to take effect as the clouds roll in here, Alex? It's getting a little dark.
And that's how you know the tension's rising here in this game. Check throw back to first, and in safely is Walcott. Ryder Florence stands on deck behind Garrett Downing. In the order, top of the third inning. Another check throw over to first, back in quickly once again is Walcott. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. It's a one-hopper. Got him! And they're not booing out there, the Lehi fans. They're shouting, "Nuke!" A 2-6 CS play, and that gets a rise out of the Lehi fans starting to chant of "Nuke" here at UCCU Ballpark, as this one is lined in the air to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And so Garrett Downing answers right back with a single of his own. And a one-out base runner here for the Corner Canyon Chargers, as up steps the pitcher, Ryder Florence, here to the plate. One run on 4 base hits now for Lehi, for Corner Canyon, as we see the outlines of the rain shadow coming our way from the outer part of UCCU Ballpark. Looking at that radar, that yellow and red is on the radar, is coming right towards us from the northwest. 1-0 pitch. Rounder, base hit up the right side. That's going to move the runner to third. Throw comes into third. They're going to hold the runner there. Close play at the bag. He is safe. And there are runners at the corners now with 1 out. Back-to-back base hits for Corner Canyon, and they now have the tying run at third with 1 out. What a battle we've had here in the first part of this Game 3. As here comes Eric Madsen out of the dugout to talk with his starter, Cohen Walker. Aiden Dunn now has taken the place of the runner at first base. Ryder Florence to try and protect him as the starting pitcher. And Ty, you got to feel right now, like I just said, what a battle we've had here in the first 2.5 innings of this game.
It's really true. I mean, 3 hits already just in the inning. I guess there's no wonder why Eric Madsen decided to go out there and huddle the infield, and we'll have a mound visit as well. But that defense so far has held true and only allowing 1 run in just 2 innings thus far. But now Corner Canyon knocking on that door of danger again, as they've done all postseason.
1 run on 5 base hits, no errors. As the lights begin to take effect here at UCCU Ballpark for Cash Conquer, the second baseman, and Nathan Horstman, the dangerous cleanup man, standing on deck. First pitch on the way is hacked foul to the right side. And I believe I don't think that hit the roof. I think it hit one of the trailers out there on the back end of the concourse, so that doesn't count as a roof ringer. Check throw back to first. Close play, but in safely is Aiden Dunn.
You wonder if Corner Canyon can play the same approach that Lehi has done with the sac fly. Still, there's only 1 out.
And that one clipped him on the way through. And so now the bases are loaded here with 1 out. And so now, danger Will Robinson. Here comes Nathan Horstman to the plate.
And it has gotten dark in a hurry. Wow.
It sure has. Lights are taking effect here big time now here at UCCU Ballpark, but more so because of the clouds that are coming over. As we have a loose piece of change on the field. Have to throw something back up into the outfield, cropping to the kids out there and left. First pitch on the way. Strike 1 anyway. Horstman wanted to swing, but took a strike. 1 out. Bases loaded. Go ahead run standing at second base. 2-1 Lehi. 0-1 pitch is a bouncer up to the plate. Good backhand stop there from Manukin.
You can just tell Manukin's catcher mentality immediately switches to brick wall whenever its base is loaded. Same as the story's been all postseason for that guy right behind the plate.
1-1 pitch. That is a little bit low. Picked it up off the carpet right there. 2 balls and a strike. Two to 1 Pioneers. 2-1 pitch. High pop-up in the air to center. Here is Yates under it. They're going to tag and send the runner. It's cut off. Throw to the plate is not in time. That's going to send the runners to second and third. And we are tied once again. And here comes Andrew Nice, who had the big base hit with that solo home run in the top half of inning number 2. First pitch on the way. Strike 1. 1 run already home here in the top half of inning number 3. Deadlocked at 2. This one is hit down the line, tailing foul. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now, the count on Andrew Nice. As Colin Walker trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. He'll step off.
He's already had himself a day. Do you think he can add more to it? Runners on second and third.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch on the way. That's high and outside, ball 1. Didn't catch the corner. One ball, 2 strikes. Payoff. Got him! Two and a half innings down. So much more drama to go. We are tied at 2 in this winner-take-all final. Welcome back, everyone, to the Rewind Sports Network and our coverage of the UHSAA 6A Baseball Championships. Bottom of the third in Game 3 of this winner-take-all game, the de facto Game 7 between Corner Canyon and Lehi. Ty Wilkinson joining me, Alexander Timlip here in the broadcast booth at UCCU Ballpark. Ty, you just turned around and said it to Wilson and me. We are watching some high-level baseball here in these first 2.5 innings.
Well, this is prime time, and I mean, you are correct. You can tell both teams have really put the past away and are really focusing on the present in this win-or-go-home game.
Top third of the order coming up, Williams, Madsen, and Draculich for Eric Madsen here in the bottom of inning number 3. This one is first pitch swinging, and that's going over everybody. That's going to hit the concourse out there, foul.
And if you're Cohen Walker, this is a huge, huge inning that you're facing, going from the 1 to the 3.
Lawrence's next pitch is high and outside, ball 1. You said it. Going through the top third of the order is Ryder Florence here in this bottom half of the third inning. Ball 1 pitch. That is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ozzie Williams, who came around to score on that sac fly by Draculich in the first inning, stole 2 bases. 2-1 pitch. That's right there at the corner for a strike. As the rain starts to drizzle again here at UCCU Ballpark. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball in the air to left, tailing down towards the line. Walcott trundles over, makes the catch, and there's one gone. So now up steps Mays Madsen, who is 9 for 17 in this UHSAA tournament. First pitch on the way is hit in the air. Deep right field. Back to the track. That ball is off the wall. Madsen will turn for second. It just stayed in the ballpark. Oh my! That one missed the wall by an inch. Maybe micrometers.
Give a kiss to the warning track,
Holy
Jack
cow.
Munson. That was inches from getting out of here on that moonshot.
Jack Munson must be thanking his lucky stars right now. I think it must have hit off the top of the yellow. Remember, if it hits off the top of the yellow but comes back into play, it is not a home run. If it hits off the top of the yellow and goes over the wall, then it is a home run.
It's a game of inches, dude, and we just witnessed it right there.
You're telling me, man. Holy cow.
That was a moonshot to right field.
Madsen now at second base. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one to the left fielder, Boston Draculich here. Turn and throw back to second, and he is safe by a matter of inches. Ryder Florence keeping tabs on Mace Madsen out there at second base, and he nearly picked him off. 1-1 pitch, strike two. Runner on second, Mace Madsen. 1 out. Bottom half of the third inning, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him! And that'll bring up Cole Ybarra out of the plate.
At the plate, number 5, Cole Ybarra.
Rain starting to drizzle once again here at UCCU Ballpark. And time called here by the hitter. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error unofficially on the scorecard for the Pioneers. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Chargers. Pitch on the way is high and inside, ball 1. You could tell the pitchers for Corner Canyon going to be working these hitters for Lehi with extreme caution. One-zero pitch. Doesn't get the call right there. I thought it was a strike, but doesn't get the call. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. So the cleanup man, Cole Ybarra. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
That's a good comebacker there from down 2-0. Especially from the heavy hitter coming off that bat of Cole Ybarra.
Two and one the count. And time called by Ybarra. It is a game of head games and physical games right now on both sides. 2-1 pitch. Foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mace Madsen at second base following the 1-out double that just missed the home run by mere inches. Came off the top of the fence, the yellow line, and ricocheted back into play. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Madsen will score. Lehi on top again. So here comes Manukin. You can tell they're yelling nuke out there right now. Cole Ybarra with another clutch play in this tournament. The RBI single to give his side the lead. First pitch to Manukin is down low in the dirt, ball 1. Check back to first. And Ybarra's back in safe. Of course, to remind you, Ybarra had the 2-run single on Wednesday night in the semis against Riverton that de facto won the game. Brandon Manukin tied that game against American Fork on Tuesday with an RBI single scoring Devon Eka. 1-0 pitch. High fly ball in the air to center field. Good luck seeing this. Where's this going? Downing and Yor making the catch is Downing on the edge of that Wolverine logo, but that's the end of the inning. Once again, just one run across for Lehi in the bottom of the third. Mace Madsen, the double, Ybarra scores him. It's 3-2 Lehi. We go to the top of the fourth, halfway home in this winner-take-all game. Welcome back to the top of the fourth inning here at UCCU Ballpark. Alexander Tumop alongside my broadcast partner, Ty Wilkinson. Joined now by Josh Dodge in the broadcast booth. Want to thank Wilson Gustafson for joining us for a little bit as well. Ty, we keep talking to Vince and Josh about this and Wilson about this. What a battle this has been in the first 3 innings of this game. It is just so hard to call who's better and who's not.
Well, it's always good to tell at least what a good game is from by the score of each inning. Just one run for pretty much every inning, excluding obviously Corner Canyon's donut over there in the first inning. But that just shows how primitive this baseball game is and the situation that both of these teams are coming into.
6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Ryland Dunn now steps to the plate. He of the solo home run in game 2 that really got this offense going. First pitch is in at the knees for a called strike 1. 0-1 pitch. High fly ball, jammed him in the air to left. And a long run, but Draculich able to come on after someone misjudging it out and left. And there's one gone. We've had 4 home runs in the 6-8 tourney so far, including the home run by Andrew Nice back at the second inning. Ryland Dunn has 2 of them. First pitch on the way to Jack Munson is fouled off to the left side onto the concourse.
I think both of these teams, Alex, are combining for those 4 in the tournament. Mistake me if I'm wrong.
Well, Corner Canyon I know has 2, but No, Corner Canyon now has 3 of the home runs, I think.
Yep, and Lehi has 1.
Andrew Nice has 1, and then Ryland Dunn has 2, and then I think Lehi has the other one.
Dawson Brown.
Dawson Brown last night. I think you're right. As a swing and a miss on a changeup there from Colin Walker, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, how fitting is that metric, huh?
You and your metrics, man. I mean,
right.
I swear, you and your metrics sometimes. 1-2 pitch, line to the left side, foul. And it'll bounce off the protected netting in the bullpen over there.
Well, it's one of the many reasons I love baseball is the statistics.
It has become really an analytics kind of an analytics-driven kind of sport. I mean, I think every sport has for the most part. 1-2 pitch. And this is once again line foul onto the roof, so that means it's time for another Any Hour Services random roof ringer. Second one tonight. That happens anytime a ball hits the roof at UCCU Ballpark or the tarp at Larry H. Miller Field all week. 1-2 pitch coming. This one is grounded to short. Madsen sliding stop. Going to be a tough play at first. Got the throw there, but did not beat the runner. And that will ensure there's a 1-out base runner here for Corner Canyon. The tying run is on base now. Okay, Ty, what do you got?
Okay, well, let's see. Can you guess the first professional team to have all 9 players be of Black or Latino descent?
The first? Oh, wow. This would have had to have been, I think... I would assume this is probably going to have to be after the color barrier was broken by Jackie Robinson back in 1947, I want to say.
That's right. That date is correct.
Right. So I'm assuming then on that basis that the Brooklyn Dodgers, or now the Los Angeles Dodgers, were the first one.
It is not the Los Angeles or Brooklyn Dodgers, I will say.
Really?
It is not.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to dig deeper here then. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is lined in the air to right. Coming on is Brown, but he'll let it drop in front of him for a base hit. Madsen comes in to cut off the throw. And there are runners at first and second now, still with only 1 out. So after Yor gets on base, now Drew Watcott comes up to the plate. So the tying run is on at second base in scoring position. Go-ahead run is at first base. In the person of Lincoln Yor in a 3-2 game here in the top half of inning number 4. First pitch on the way. And he did not go on a ball into the dirt. Auto pitch. That one is in there for a strike. One ball, one strike, one out. Top half of the fourth inning, Corner Canyon threatening to tie this game again for the third time already. Pitch on the way is grounded to third. Bobble by Williams, going to step on third to get the force. So they get the shore out at third base, and now there's 2 out here on the 5 unassisted putout.
Now, plate number 11.
And that will bring up Garrett Downing out of the plate. So the random roof ranger was who was the first MLB team to have a full roster of black or Latino descent players. It was not the Brooklyn Dodgers, but it was after the color barrier was broken. Still thinking here. Thinking long and hard about this one.
I think you got it.
As it's ball 1 here to Garrett Downing. Oh gosh.
Did I stump you on this one?
I think you might have. Yeah, I think you might have stumped me on this one.
Well, you ready for the answer?
1-0 pitch is outside ball 2, and yes, I am ready for the answer now.
The Pittsburgh Pirates
Oh, really?
were the full 9 roster of black or Latino descent.
The Pittsburgh Pirates. Fancy that, the Buccos. The Bucks, the first MLB team to have a Latino or black descent roster. As this is golfed into the air towards the outcropping near the playground. Takes a big hop and goes into that playground area near the Dippin' Dots ice cream truck. Taking a look at the radar, it appears that red and yellow cell has passed over us, and it is not raining here at the moment, though it did drizzle a little bit earlier. As this one's hit in the air to center, driving Yates back to the wall. That's going to be big-time trouble. One run will score. Here comes the second. Downing will get to third. A 2-run triple. The first blow belongs to Corner Canyon. The first lead change in this game. And it comes at the top of the fourth inning. This one is hit in the air to right, down towards the line, and that ball is foul.
This is prime time baseball. This is stuff that you see out of the movies, and probably the best thing you can see that money can buy.
(4-3) here in the top of the fourth inning. A 2-run triple by Garrett Downing. The first big lead change of the game and the first multiple inning runs we have seen in this game 3. That pitch bounces up to the plate, ball 1. That one's down low again, 2-1. 2-1. Liner to left. Base hit. Downing scores. 3 unanswered. Corner Canyon in front 5-3.
At point number 5, Hunter.
Lefty and righty now warming up in the bullpen for Corner Canyon. Or rather for Lehi, excuse me. As Ty, this game has just been completely flipped on its head.
It's a back and forth battle, Alex. How many lead changes have we had? Let's see here.
There's only one lead change in this game, and it happened in this inning.
Every time, though, Lehi has answered. Wow. What a series of sequences that we just watched. A bases clearing RBI triple. And he scored 2 on that one off the bat of Garrett Downing, who, might I mention, is 3 for 3. Couple of singles, and then as we just saw, that triple. And then Ryder Florence with that big clutch. I would call it a clutch single. While Garrett Downing was over there at third to score a huge run to make it 5-3.
Eric Batson's out of the dugout here. And I believe this is going to be a mound visit right now. 3 runs have already come across to score in this inning on 4 base hits, Ty. And like we said, this whole game just got completely flipped on its head with that 2-run triple by Garrett Downing.
It really has. I mean, wow. Garrett Downing, he struggled in the previous 2 games, Alex. He went 0 for 2 in the first game, just with a walk. But now he's come into this game. Here, I'll get the metrics for the other one. He also went 0 for 2 in the last one with a hit by pitch and a walk, but a couple of strikeouts.
And we're going to have a pitching change. Cohen Walker is chased after 3 2/3 innings. A lefty coming in for Lehi. Corner Canyon in front with all the momentum in this winner-take-all game. Crutchfield now into the ball game for the Lehi Pioneers. 5-3 in favor of Corner Canyon. 3 runs have scored on an RBI single and a big knock by the center fielder Garrett Downing. A 2-run triple to dead center field here at UCCU Ballpark. Alexander Timberlake, Ty Wilkinson. Now, if you're Lehi, you have not faced adversity like this all championships long. What do you do now here to get back in this game?
You got to get through. You got to get this last crucial out. You still got a runner on first, but you got to get this last crucial out, end the inning, and then you need to get right back to work batting. You stayed consistent all game long thus far with at least 1 run in each inning, but you need to get back in that position and get back in the driver's seat.
Cash Cocker stands in. Takes ball 1 on the outside. Umpire down the first base line ruled that he did not swing. 1-0. And down low in the dirt again. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Lehi, this is their first elimination game of the entire postseason. Corner Canyon, this is their 4th. This one is right inside, but couldn't get the call. 3-0. Pitch. Strike 1. And a needed one there for Caleb Crutchfield. Runner on first base. Still only 2 out. And the pitch. Inside, ball 4.
At plate number 26, Nathan Horseman.
Nathan Horseman now comes up to the plate. The 8th man in the order to bat in this inning for the Corner Canyon Chargers. 1-0 pitch. That's outside the plate. Ball 1. One-0. Strike 1. And a needed one there for Crutchfield. Still a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. That's Carson College up there in the bullpen, number 10 for the Pioneers. 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2. Two-one. Strike 2. Deuces wild. Big pitch for Crutchfield and for Lehi to get out of this inning without any further damage. The payoff, 2-2. Goodbye! Step right up, Caleb Crutchfield. 3-run score in the inning. Corner Canyon with the momentum and the lead. Game. Welcome back, everyone. Proud to have Any Hour Services as one of our sponsors here on KSL Sports Rewind all school year long. Thank you to them. Thank you also to Heidemann and Associates for sponsoring our coverage all year long. Whatever the needs you have, whatever life throws at you, just like how coaches have to get it done on the diamond, Heidemann and Associates has assembled a winning team to get it done for you, the client. Call them today at 801-754-4240 or visit them online at utah.law. Alexander Timlin, Ty Wilkinson here at UCCU Ballpark. Ty, Josh just shared an interesting stat with me. Lehi is 7-9 when the opponent scores 5 or more runs. Corner Canyon 19-4. Every win they've had this year, they have scored above 5+ runs. Except for one. Every win except one, they scored above 5 runs.
That is a wild metric in and of itself. You know I love my metrics, Alex. Shout out to Josh Dodge over there for getting us that one.
I'm sure. Cooper Williams leads off here, 6, 7, 8 in the order. Against Ryder Florence. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Williams, Brown, Heaps, and then Gavin Yates. One pitch. 2-1. A tie up around the nose that time. Two-one. Did he go? Peeled out of first? Yes, he did. Strike 2. Two-two pitch on the way. That one misses down low, ball 3. Count goes full here on Cooper Williams. Dawson Brown, the right fielder, stands on deck. Tanner Heaps behind him in the hole. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
At the plate number 14.
One gone, and now here comes Dawson Brown. He had the 2-run home run last night against Corner Canyon in that Game 1 win, but that seems so far ago now. First pitch on the way, misses the inside part of the plate for ball 1.
How about Ryder Florence, by the way? On a 3-2 count, strikes him out swinging. In his other full count offerings, he allowed 2 walks in previous. First came in inning number 1, the second in inning number 2.
Strike called on the inner half. This time got the call. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. One-two pitch. That one doesn't get the call. 2-2.
Tried to get him to chase on the outside. And again, another big, deep count here from the offering of Ryder Florence.
2-2 pitch. High fly ball foul. Tailing off toward the right. This one falls into the batting cages over there on the right.
Well, the Lehi batters are doing what I expected them to do, Alex. Working the count full. Or I guess I should say working the count to an extent. It's not a full yet.
3-2 or 2-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2 as it misses up high.
Oh, right on cue, eh?
Yeah, another deep count here though for Ryder Florence.
Against the tough customer.
Sixth pitch of the AB coming up here. Time called by Dawson Brown.
He's been crucial this postseason, that kid.
3-2 pitch. That one clipped him. Doesn't matter, it would have been ball 4 anyway. It looked like he was going to get the call anyway, so down to first base goes Dawson Brown, and here comes Jeff Yore out of the dugout. Emotions running high. And Tracy Polson, the home plate umpire, explaining to Jeff Yore what happened. It looked like to me though, Ty, that was ball 4 anyway. I think just in the circumstances, they erred on the safe side and just sent the runner down to first on the HBP.
Right, Dawson Brown by no means, I don't think, lead into that ball by any means. At least there was no movement from our end up here in the view, and we get the eagle eye view too.
So now here comes Tanner Heaps, and he represents the tying run. I often have said that in this winner take all game so far. First pitch, that one is down low, but gets the call for a strike. Good crisp fastball, good location too by Ryder Florence, who is tossing some paint jobs here in this one early on. Check throw back to first, and in is Brown.
You wonder if the strategy of stolen bases is still going to be on the radar of Eric Madsen.
That one comes in high. Look out. Little chin music right there for Tanner Heaps.
I mean, has that not been the name of the game right now for Lehi? The sac flies, the opportunities?
Has been the name of the game so far, but still 5 base hits to their credit. 1 run was scored on an RBI, and the other 2 came on sac flies. Here's the 1-1. And time again called by Heaps, and late at that. We talked about it, Ty. A lot of head games going on between these two teams right now. A lot of chirping and a lot of yapping at each other, and that's just continuing here on the mound. 1-1 pitch. And he cuts on that one and misses for strike 2.
Well, it sure has the feel of a championship series, doesn't it?
I mean, it feels like Game 7 of a World Series. It really does. This has been just a great battle to watch between 2 6'8" powerhouses here. Pitch on the way. Misses inside and high. Ball 2.
He's trying to cut Heaps in a little bit close here. At least that feels like his desired intention.
2-2 pitch on the way. Liner in the air to right. Back towards the wall. That is going to be caught out there. It's in right. Munson's going to try to double up the runner, sliding back in quickly as Brown. He gets there safely. And so a good catch out there at right. And that was not an easy play by Jack Munson out there at right, because he had to spin around and the sun was in his face.
Right, and Dawson Brown on the base path, he easily thought that was a base hit too, as He almost touched second on that play. But the mental awareness keeps him where he is with 2 outs.
Tying run to the plate now, and Gavin Yates. Throw back into first is close but safe. Another check throw. Apologize for that, if you heard that in our microphones.
45 seconds later! Over!
First pitch on the way to Yates is down low, ball 1. Corner Canyon really trying to keep the runners on the Bates paths here and keep them at the bags. Already 3 stolen bases in just 3.5 innings here in this game for the Lehi Pioneers. And that one comes in and hits Gavin Yates, and look out. Now this is going to get interesting. Ty, you knew that was coming. It's not intentional, but at the same time, you have to wonder, emotions are running high, just like they did in the Mountain Ridge game for Corner Canyon. And I think Jeff Yore has seen enough, and he's going to come out and tell his players to stop monkeying around here, and that's a good move.
It's not intentional.
No, it was not.
But it's crucial.
But we will say that tends to happen when emotions run high, and I think this mound visit by Jeff Yore is more so a message right now tied to his players to say quit monkeying around and get back to playing baseball.
It's time to calm down, hone in the emotions a little bit. You would think a 2-run lead is super comfortable, but not when you're playing the Lehi Pioneers.
But right now you have the tying run on first, you have the go-ahead run potentially standing at the plate here, Ty.
Yeah, this is, well,
and you cannot afford to let your emotions get the better of you at this point.
I'm going to say there is 2 outs, so I guess that's the comfort cushion, at least for this defense thus far out there on the mound right now visiting. But
and boy, Jeff Yore is giving it to his defenders. I mean, he is getting in some of their faces. And warnings have now been issued to both benches by home plate umpire Tracy Polson. We have had warnings issued for the first time here tonight. Jeff Yore has had enough of the monkey business. And now both teams know the next time someone does something, they will pay the price. Ozzie Williams now with the tying run at first. He represents the go-ahead run. First pitch. Down low, ball 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ball 2, and you can hear in our microphones, if you can hear it, the Lehi Pioneers fans are now speeding up Ryder Florence. Wow, I have never heard anything like this in a 6A game, ever. Time called.
Head games.
Wow, unbelievable. 2-0 pitch, back up the middle, and a base hit into center. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. Lehi answers again. And up to the plate steps Mays Matson.
It's a good time to mention, Alex, that the leading run is on first base.
Go-ahead runs on first. Tying run is at third. Runners at the corners, 2 out.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
First pitch. High fly ball tailing towards the bullpen. This is going towards the outcropping and caught by the third baseman. Five to 4. The tension rising here at UCCU Ballpark. 5 to 4 here at the top half of the 5th inning here at UCCU Ballpark. Ty Wilkinson joined here by Alexander Timolip in the broadcast booth. So Ty, right now 5 to 4 game. It's been basically a 1-run game all night, but if you're Caleb Crutchfield, you really need a clean inning here to give your team a chance.
Right, and this is a big opportunity. I mean, coming off of a 3 spot that was put up again in the 4th inning, and the fans are just going to play this game through, it feels like. It is back and forth. Tensions.
Boy,
are at the
these two fan bases are just going tooth and nail at each other. I mean, you talk about a wild atmosphere here. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, foul back.
Okay.
Don't get involved. That one's down low, ball 1. One, 2. Got him. One out. So now here comes Ryland Dunn to the plate. First pitch on the way is outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Outside 2-0. Strikeout to lead off the inning by Andrew Nice, and now Ryland Dunn trying to get something going here in a 5-4 game. Next pitch on the way is cut on a miss, strike 1.
Alex, every at-bat here is going to be super crucial in a game as close as it is right now.
I mean, you're talking about two teams that are battling right now in a game 3. I mean, we're seeing it go back and forth right now, Ty. I mean, every at-bat. I mean, every pitch could be could mean something. I mean, as we've seen it already. Anyway, it really has meant something as Dunn will step out of the batter's box. Crutchfield trying for his, I believe, Ty, his 3rd straight strikeout.
It's really true, yeah.
Is he?
He is. You're actually, wait.
Well, he didn't get the call there. Now it's a full count, but I believe he has 3 straight strikeouts. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's 2
2
right
straight.
now.
Well, he is going for his 3rd straight. Now.
Right.
I was right. See, I know things.
There you go.
3-2 the pitch. This one is hacked foul. Look out, everybody on the concourse. As the weather starting to clear up here in Orem, no rain in sight on the radar now for the next few hours. But we have fireworks going off all around the field. 3-2 pitch. Come on! Thou hast said 3 straight strikeouts. 3 straight strikeouts now for the reliever Caleb Crutchfield. I guess, Ty, I'm back on track too.
There you go. Thou hast said, right?
Yes. First pitch on the way to Munson, gets up the middle. Madsen throws, got him! The passion, the drama, the electricity, everything. Game 3. Are you not entertained? Back everyone to UCCU Ballpark for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Boston Draculich going up to the plate. 5-4 Corner Canyon. 3-4-5 in the order coming up here to start this bottom half of the 5th inning. And Ty, Josh Dodge just handed us an interesting stat over here. No team has scored more than 5 against Lehi all season. In this postseason, I should say. This is lined in the air to left, and a base hit. And the Lehi Pioneers, once again for the 2nd consecutive inning, will bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Oyabara, then Brandon Manukin now.
Cole is already 2 for 2 as the DH in this game. He has an RBI on his resume too. That's worth noting.
Sorry, Ty. There's a right-hander warming up in the bullpen, stretching and tossing right now for Corner Canyon. It's Logan Nordhoff up in the bullpen right now as Eric Madsen trying to get some last-minute instructions from his bench coach on the shift here. Of 1 pitch. That one's inside, misses the corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryder Florence got the save earlier this afternoon in game 2, trying to keep his side in front in the bottom of the 5th inning. This is where Lehi is at its most dangerous. Check throw, back to first, and in safely is Draculich.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That one hits him. The 4th hit batter by Ryder Florence in this game, and here comes Nuke. And Ty, what do you think Eric Batson is telling Manukin and his 2 runners on base right now?
He's telling the base runners to stay smart, to stay content, and to kind of just, play the smart way. You have to play super, super smart on the base paths. I don't know if they're going to run any risks at all for any stolen bases or any funny business on the base path. But what he's telling Brandon Manukin is that there's zeros right now on your at-bat, and you need to work every pitch to your advantage and like what you look, and you got to try to emphasize and put an exclamation point on this inning.
First pitch hit high in the air to right. Runner will not advance. He will tag though, and on 1 pitch Manukin flies out to right. And here comes Cooper Williams, the 3rd baseman. Tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead run is on first base. First pitch. And another fly ball into right. This one not very far. Coming over is Andrew Nice, the first baseman. He makes the catch. And just as quickly as there were 2 on, there are now 2 gone. Here comes Dawson Brown, the right fielder. Getting late to the night here at UCCU Ballpark. First pitch. Fly ball, right field. This time it's going to tailor over to the right side past the bullpen foul. You do wonder, Ty, all these first pitch swings, how aggressive at this point do you think is too aggressive?
I think too aggressive is chasing at things that you don't exactly like, because you can get an easy outside pitch that will inevitably turn into what would be a strike. And we've seen quite a few of those dealt offering from Ryder Florence.
That 0-1 pitch is down in the dirt, ball 1.
See, that's the not too aggressive approach, Alex, is to take those outside pitches. Because as mentally daunting as it is to tell yourself to lay off a pitch when you could tie the game, if not the lead, you got to tell yourself to contain yourself.
1-1 pitch. And it is fouled off to the right. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Dawson Brown. Tying run at first, at second. Go ahead run at first. The payoff pitch on the way. Fly ball in the air to right center, going toward the gap. Munson has it, and this inning is over. Lehi brings the tying run to scoring position, but can't break through. We have 2 more innings left in this winner-take-all battle. 5-4, Corner Canyon still on top. Welcome back, everyone, to the Rewind Sports Network's coverage of the UHSAA 6A Baseball Championship Series. What a game we have had here in this one. 5-4, Corner Canyon leads Lehi in Game 3 of the 6A Championship Series. Alexander Timberlake, Ty Wilkinson. Ty, that's the first time either side has been held scoreless throughout the entire inning. And what do you think's going through the minds of these Corner Canyon players right now, knowing that they're potentially 6 outs away from a championship?
Well, I don't think that's what's on their mind right now, Alex. What I would believe is on their mind right now is scoring runs more than anything. You know Lehi is dangerous in this next inning coming up, the 6th inning. This is going to be do or die for either side, and I think all that Corner Canyon is thinking is insurance, insurance, insurance.
And it's not going to be easy against Caleb Crutchfield, who's come out and done yeoman's work out of the bullpen. 3 straight strikeouts to start his game, and then he had that spinning 6-3 ground out thrown by Mays Madsen. And now he's up 0-2 here on Lincoln Ure to start the bottom of the top of the 6th inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for Corner Canyon. Oh, 2 pitch. Got him. Fourth strikeout out of relief for Caleb Crutchfield. And Ty, interesting, we were talking about it actually, you and I pregame, how the depth of the pitching for Lehi is really holding them in this game. Caleb Crutchfield, example A of that, 4 strikeouts and 5 batters.
Well, it was a bullpen battle is what it was, Alex, because let me pull my stat metrics out here real quick.
Again, as usual. As you're rummaging through your notes here.
I got to go through all of them at this point. I'll find it eventually. It's a really interesting metric.
I guess I'll have to do some commentary here while I'm waiting on you. 0-1 pitch is outside ball 1.
There we go, found it.
There you go.
In the 3rd through the 7th inning, they were held scoreless between those particular innings because their insurance was so high, though.
This one is hit in the air to left center, and making the stretch fetch. Tumbling over is Gavin Yates. Great catch. And quickly there's 2 out. And Ty, you were talking about how they held Corner Canyon off the scoreboard for the last 5 innings of the game. That really has been the story. But Corner Canyon's pitching right now has just been even better, it feels like.
It's very true because, as you see in the metrics, because the left on base amount every inning it feels like Corner Canyon has played, at least until coming into this game in the second inning, they've had to strand a runner. Just goes to show this defense for Lehi is just having that never give up mentality.
I mean, we've seen it too. I mean, Mays Matson with that spinning 6-3 ground out to end the fifth inning. I mean, you had Gavin Yates with that stretch fetch tumbling over in center field that last play as that goes up high, ball 2 on the leadoff man of the order, Garrett Downing. It'll be 9-1-2 to lead off the bottom half of the sixth inning for Lehi, as that one is on the corner for a strike. Good backhand pick there by Manuka to get the call as Nuke chant goes up again from the crowd. We've heard quite a few of those here tonight.
Quite a few. More than I can count on my own 2 hands.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to need our hands and our feet, and then we're going to need some of Josh Dodge's hands and feet, and then we're going to need some of Vince Francis's hands and feet to count how many times we've heard that tonight, as this one is high and wide for ball 3.
All but one of Vince's hands.
Yeah, all but one of Vince's hands. He needs to keep one on the camera. That's right. He needs to do that at least. 3-1 pitch. High pop-up. That's going over us. And onto the concourse, so the count goes full here on Garrett Downing, who had the 2-run triple to give Corner Canyon the lead that they have not relinquished since.
He's also a pitch away from a 1-2-3 like he had in the previous 5th inning.
The payoff coming on the way. That one is inside ball 4 as try to work him inside, get him to chase. Downing didn't bite, and we have a 2-out base runner here for Corner Canyon.
And that makes it now the 4th consecutive time that Garrett Downing has reached on base.
Ryder Florence now up at the plate. First pitch is hit on the ground to second. We'll go the short way to Madsen for the force. That ends the inning. One base runner reaches, but Lehi able to keep Corner Canyon once again off the scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. It remains 5-4, Corner Canyon in Game 3. We'd like to invite you to stay tuned after the game. Ty and I will be selecting our Heidemann and Associates player of the game, and we also will be showing you the trophy presentations for both Corner Canyon and Lehi. And Ty, all we know right now, Ty Wilkinson joined by B. Alexander Tumulep here for the bottom of the 6th from UCCU Ballpark here on KSL Sports Rewind. Ty, the only thing we know at this point is someone's going to get second place and someone's going to get first. We don't know who it's going to be at this point, and that's what's fun about this game.
There's no telltale signs. It's definitely a 50-50 matchup right here. I know, being a stats and metric guy, if I were to guess based off of, I'm not going to say ESPN metrics because we're not that, but we'll go off of KSL Sports Rewind metrics and call this a 50-50 matchup right now. Because you know danger is coming up to the plate. A team that has done so well and has been so productive in the 6th inning. It has been the Lehi Pioneers' best friend in this tournament. And Corner Canyon, you can only help to contain the firepower that they've already put on during this postseason.
They put up 4 runs in the 5th inning against American Fork. They put up 4 in the 6th inning against the Riverton Silverwolves. And as I said 2 years ago, Ty, on air between Harriman and Davis, Vince Francis knows this phrase all too well. Is there one more twist in this tale tonight? First pitch by Ryder Florence is at the knees for a strike. One swing could change the complexion of this game and this championship drastically. 0-1. Liner to right. Tailing. That ball is foul. It was about 3 feet foul of the line. If that thing fell fair, that thing was serious kimchi up against the bullpen fence. Ryder Florence, who got the save in Game 2, trying to keep his side in front here in Game 3 and win the championship for the 10-seed Chargers. Tanner Heaps awaits. Time called. Gavin Yates stands on deck, and then it's Ozzie Williams. Payoff pitch. Ball one. Good waste. One-two pitch. Just missed the letters there. A little bit inside two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. Back up the middle. Base hit. Go ahead run at the plate. And here comes Gavin Yates.
Gavin Yates.
Ozzie Williams stands on deck. And the bunt is popped up, and it is caught! What a play! Hold the phone. Hold on. Eric Madson's coming out. And we're going to have a conference. Home plate umpire, crew chief Jason Estridge is coming out. Was this ball cleanly caught, and was it trapped? It was caught. Didn't take that long to figure out. What a play.
A big out that is.
Ozzie Williams now. 1 out. First pitch. Strike one. Check throw back to first, in quickly as heaps. The sun is setting on a beautiful, now cloudless almost night here in Orem, Utah. Approaching 9 o'clock p.m. local time. 0-1 pitch. Liner foul. Look out, Eric Madsen. Tying run on first. Go ahead run standing at the plate.
Ryder Florence has already had to deal with a quick 0-2. Then was brought to 2-2, which was followed by that single by Tanner Heaps.
0-2 pitch. And once again, good hack foul. Look out! That one coming up to the left field line. And into the seats. As one of the kids over there grabs it. Nice little souvenir for them. Oh, 0-2 pitch on the way. And once again, time called by the batter. Seen a lot of this back and forth all night between these two teams. The chirping, of course, the warnings issued, and now this 0-2. Fouled again. And this time it's going up to the grass outcropping out there. Is one of the fans tried to make the catch, but ended up dropping it onto the concrete up there.
Well, working in the count.
Fifth pitch of the AB on an 0-2 count here for Ozzie Williams. Mays Madsen stands on deck. Oh, 0-2 pitch. And a good waste pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, as I think Ty Florence decided, you're not fouling this one off.
Right. I think that was definitely an intentional pitch. Not only just the catcher shift, but he's like, we'll give you something outside. And that's definitely a head game as a pitcher.
The 1-2 pitch on the way. And again, foul. This one hits off the stanchion of the roof and dives into the 4th or 5th row up there. Well, it isn't any hour services random roof ringer, but it ricocheted off the bottom, and it almost took somebody's head off down there. I think you better get that ready, Ty. We'll have that on our next AB here.
Yeah, we got other better things to do.
Yeah, that's true. We do. You're right. I mean, I guess a one-run game with a 1-2 count when a tying run on base isn't that entertaining, right?
You would think. How about throw elimination game in that?
There you go. 1-2. Ooh, just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
How do you lay off of that one?
That's a big league style take right there from Ozzie Williams. My word. 2-2 pitch. Liner. Base hit to right. Heats will turn for third. The throw comes back in. The tying run is at third base. And that's going to do it for Ryder Florence. He goes 5 1/3 strong innings. As we build the drama, Lincoln Yours step right up for the 4-out save. Game 3, winner take all, Chargers, Pioneers. We'll be back. Right up. 4 outs away from a state championship. The tying run is at third base. 5 outs, from a state championship. The tying run is at third base. The potential go-ahead run at first. Ty Wilkinson, Alexander Tulip here in the booth at UCCU Ballpark. Ty, you could not ask for anything better than this, because if Vince Francis can pan it down to our left-hand side, guess who is coming to the plate?
A story that scripts just cannot write.
He came inches away from a home run in the 4th inning, though he did score. He is 11 for 19 in this UHSAA tournament. Here he is with 1 out against closer Cash Conquer.
I know they say it's 5 outs, Alex, but that is a long 5 outs away.
It sure is. Going to be the hardest 5 outs to get for the Corner Canyon Chargers. First pitch. Shows bunt. Throw gets to second. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Can he? Will he? 1-0. Ball 2. Ball 3. There is nothing better than playoff baseball anywhere in the world. Bases loaded. And here comes the Texas A&M Ball 4 chant. Strike right on the inner half. Tying run at third. Potential go-ahead run at second. 0-1. Ball one. Reached for that one, fouled it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two. Fly ball in the air to right. Coming down. They will tag, but not send. 2 out. And here comes Cole Ybarra, who had the 2-run single on Wednesday in the semifinals against Riverton to effectively win the game. And he also had the game-winning RBI against American Fork. First pitch, swing and a miss.
How about the pressure for both sides right now?
0-1 pitch. Hits him! Tie game! Brandon Manukian now. First pitch, strike one, or is it? No, they don't give him the call. And this crowd of over 5,000 strong is on its feet here at UCCU Ballpark. 1-0 pitch, strike. That was a makeup call, I think, for that other one they didn't call. As not one person on our side of the field is sitting. Brandon Manukian, who had the tying RBI single Wednesday against American Fork. Tie game at 5, bottom of the 6th, bases still loaded. One, foul. 1-2. Minor, base hit! 1-1 scores! Here comes Madsen! The Pioneers have taken the lead! Throw to third! And they get him, but it doesn't matter! Can you feel UCCU ballpark? Lehi in front. We go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Corner Canyon Chargers. Welcome back to the heart of the valley. UCCU ballpark in Orem, Utah. Alexander Tumulip, Ty Wilkinson, an HBP RBI. Brandon Manukin with the base hit of his life. And Ty Wilkinson, if you can believe it, the Lehi Pioneers are 3 outs away from claiming a championship. Unbelievable.
How the tables have turned. Did we not say that Lehi in the 6th inning is the story of the tournament?
They played in 4 against AF in the 6th. They played in 4 against Riverton Wednesday. They played 3 in the bottom of the 6th against Corner Canyon. And listen to this crowd. Three outs to go. Strike one. Think about Eric Batson, the games he's played and coached here at UVU for the better part of the last 20 years. 1-1 pitch. 2 strikes. One, two. Foul. One, two. Liner into center field. That's a base hit. And the Chargers now bring the tying run to the plate. Nathan Horstman now. Showing bunt. Pulls it back. Strike one. Right side, tailing toward the bullpen. Foul. Strike two. Crutchfield in line for the win. Oh, 2 pitch. Chopper. Base hit again. Conker is going to put the brakes on over at second. And now the go-ahead run is brought to the plate. As meanwhile, Ozzie Williams is trying to stretch out a cramp over at second base. Still nobody out. Strike one again. For Lehi, their 8th game in the last 10 days. Corner Canyon has played 10 in the last 10. Is fatigue starting to become a factor yet? Ball one. Tying run at first base. Go-ahead run at the plate. 1-1 pitch. Ball two. And there's nobody Ty Wilkinson in the bullpen for Crutchfield at this point.
I think they're going to let him go out here, Alex.
Might as well. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball foul. Way foul. That one was so far high foul. I mean, that even got the Lehi fans in front of us oohing and awing of how high that was, Ty. I mean, that was halfway to the moon right there.
If he straightens that out, my goodness.
Here comes the pitch to Andrew Nice. Strike three! Done now. 2 outs to go. First pitch in the dirt, ball one, and you can tell, Ty, Ryland Dunn going to be worked with extreme caution right here.
You can only figure.
1-0 pitch. Strike one. One pitch. 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Go by! One out remaining. Jack Munson is the last chance. Strike one. Strike two. Good waste there, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Alex, you think of the moments.
If only Dusty were here. 1-2. Lehi wins the championship! Dusty, that one is for you. Ty, there is not a dry eye in this booth right now. Not because of the way Lehi, not because of the championship for Lehi, but because we're thinking about our friend Dusty and oh, how he would have loved a night like tonight.
Everything you could ever hope for in the game of baseball. And what a beautiful game it is.
The Lehi Pioneers, first year in 6A, football semifinalists, boys basketball champions, and now baseball champions. They have defied every expectation. Your heart, though, breaks for the Corner Canyon Chargers. Ty, what a valiant, valiant, valiant effort by Jeff Yore's team. And like we said at the top of the broadcast, it is a shame someone had to lose this game here tonight.
It was a fight. And there you have it. What a story.
They came back from a 2-1 deficit with 4 in the 7th inning against Riverton. Came back from a 2-0 deficit. And tonight, they win with 3 in the bottom of the 6th.
A battle for the ages, Alex, that we just witnessed.
This is a series and a game that will go down in Utah high school sports lore. One of the greatest winner-take-all games you will ever see in the history of Utah high school baseball, and quite literally in the rest of Utah high school sports. We will take one final break and be back to wrap it all up on the Rewind Sports Network. We want to thank all of our sponsors on the Rewind Sports Network for an outstanding year. Igloo Outfitters, the coziest wearable sleeping bag that has you covered through all seasons of the year. Anytime Services, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters, the Riley Jensen Mental Health Performance Institute, UCCU, the Salt Lake Running Company, Odeon, and of course, our good friends of Heidemann and Associates. Alexander Timolip, Ty Wilkinson, here at UCCU Ballpark. Ty, this is a game that will forever be remembered in the annals of UHSAA high school sports. This was a win and a series, or rather, this was a game and a series to be remembered for years to come.
Just an unbelievable effort, a battle, everything you could ask for in a baseball game. And you take it back to the tournament preview that we said, Alex, is making your name known. And they say, once it's engraved, it will never be forgotten.
So Ty, now for the last time this school year, it's time to name our Heidemann and Associates Player of the Game. Brandon Manukin, the championship-winning two-run single in the bottom of the 6th inning ensures his name is written in Utah high school sports and Lehi Pioneers sports forever.
It made the game a lot more interesting. You remember, the game was tied until Brandon Manukin's clutch single, and they went up 2 runs. And then the valiant pitching effort to end it after 2 base hits, 3 straight strikeouts. But it wouldn't have been done without our player of the game, Brandon
It would not
Manukin.
have been done. Brandon Manukin, player of the game, amazing. So Ty, we have seen it all this school year, you and me, for football, for basketball, baseball. Can you just put a bow on how incredible this school year has been, just from a general standpoint, but also from the standpoint of the Lehi Pioneers, who have quite literally crashed the party in 6A, making it known they are here for the next year and a half.
They are here to stay for years and years to come. And you talk about an exclamation point, not only for basketball, winning against the same team that they just played, but now in baseball, and the Lehi Pioneers are here to stay for a long time. But to put a bow, like you said, on this school year, Alex, storyline after storyline, player after player, coach after coach, just an all-around valiant effort. And you just have to have a certain love and a certain passion for the UHSAA.
So Ty, obviously, it's an emotional night here. Of course, if folks couldn't tell, there was no really dry eyes in the booth among me, Ty, Vince Francis, and Josh Dodge here in the broadcast booth. Because, obviously, we started the year with Dusty Litster in the broadcast booth, Ty. We unfortunately don't have him here tonight. And Ty, I keep harping on this. The reason why we were so emotional at the end of this game, the reason why there was not a very dry eye here in the booth, was we miss Dusty dearly. And this game just speaks to how awesome it would have been if he was here to call this game tonight. And we hope and cross our fingers dearly that we did him proud here tonight calling this game.
He's always in our prayers. I'll say this right now on air. Every time that I go home, I'll pray for Dusty. I will admit that I shouldn't say that's an admitting factor, but I do go home and I pray dearly for his family. What trials they've been through, man. Your heart breaks.
Yeah, Dusty, we love you very much. Megan, to Mama Litster, Megan, and to the kids, we love you very dearly. Dusty, how we wish you were here tonight and all week, really. But we hope we did you proud here tonight. And Ty, this is also your final game with me for the next 2-year period. You're heading off to the Tokyo South Mission in Japan.
What a way to go out,
What a way to go out, buddy. And Ty, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to miss you a lot. And it's been an honor and a pleasure calling games with you for the last year and a half or so. But we'll keep the seat warm for you when you get back.
Right. I got work to do. It's going to be 2 years of hard and trial, but let it be known on air, I will return.
So, for the last time this school year, thank you to everyone, our camera people, our technical support people, from the top down. Thank you so much for an amazing school year of high school sports. It was Ty and mine's honor to wrap up the season and the year here tonight at UCCU Ballpark. And of course, thank Josh Dodge for being here all week, filling in for Wilson Gustafson on the camera. Wilson, thank you for being here as well. And Vince Francis, our do-it-all technical support, our cameraman. He is our Mr. Do-it-all. We could not have been here this week without him. Final score, once again, the Lehi Pioneers 7, the Corner Canyon Chargers 5. The Lehi Pioneers are your 2024 6A baseball champions. Until we meet again in August for football, until next season, everyone, we thank you for tuning in to another exciting year of KSL Sports Rewind. For the last time, this is Alexander Tulip this school year saying, take care of one another, look after one another, aloha from Utah, and good night.